All right, everybody, welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason. We're kicking this video off on a Friday evening. I've gotten down here just for a little bit of time. Some parts have come in this week while I've been healing from having my wisdom teeth removed. I want to get those parts installed this evening because tomorrow is going to be really busy. I'll give you a quick run through on what I've got here. I got some heavy duty motor mounts. I got these on eBay. They appear to be basically a copy of a Pacific Performance Engineering heavy duty motor mount. They did include hardware with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that hardware or the stock hardware. I've got a factory replacement transmission mount. Nothing special there. New pigtail for the reverse light switch and a new reverse light switch, engine mounted fuel filter, glow plug bus bar for the driver's side of the engine, and a new glow plug to replace the one that the stud busted off on me. So nothing crazy, just a few little odds and ends. I want to get this stuff put on, and it saves me some time tomorrow because there's a lot to do tomorrow. So let's get these parts slapped onto this thing. All right, you probably noticed I did not bother to fill the filter with fuel. I don't feel that's necessary since we have the lift pump. The lift pump is going to pressure feed this filter. So I'll prime it for a few seconds, let that air dog run. I'll crack the bleeder on top to let any air out of there. We should be good to go. Should have no trouble getting the air purged out of the system and fuel back up to the CP3. You know, I was thinking just now while I was doing this, that sensor was all smashed up. But I'm pretty confident the cab has never been off the truck before. And I'm pretty confident the engine's never been out of the truck before. But I remember the guy saying that it had a South Bend clutch in it. So I wonder if it just got a little bit smooshed when they were getting the transmission in and out of this thing to do that clutch. There we go. All right, now she's in there. Put this one back where she belongs. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Alrighty. So I've got to take these transmission mount bolts. I think I'm going to clean and black oxide coat these. Yeah, I'm going to clean and black oxide coat these, pull these motor mount bolts out and do the same to them, and then we'll put it all together. All right, so I got these bolts cleaned up, the factory motor mount bolts, and these factory bolts, they're 10.9 strength bolt. The ones that came with these heavy duty motor mounts are 8.8. I'd rather have the 10.9s, and these are the correct length. And the zinc plating, the factory plating, is still in good shape on these. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these right back in. And I just realized I want to put some blue Loctite on these. Blue because I don't want them to come out on their own, but I do want to be able to get them out. Whoa. There we go. And as I've said before in this series, diesels vibrate. And once this thing is in the truck, I will not be able to access these bolts. And this thing has like 2 speeds, none and all of it. And I'm looking for a dab. Well, guys and girls, as you saw, I got the drivetrain set down into the frame, all bolted in. That actually went way smoother than I expected it to, moving a huge heavy drivetrain all by myself. But no problems, everything went to plan on that. And then I took a break to service my wife's van, as you see now. I do all the maintenance on all of our vehicles. I'm a big proponent of regular scheduled maintenance and just taking care of your stuff. So there's lots of days that I have to take a break from the projects and work on some of our just daily drivers, and this was one of those days. So, parts truck in the shop. This is a 2002 Tahoe. As I said, parts truck. I have the engine sold to a previous customer. He needs another engine for another swap, so he's taking that. Another guy who's been buying parts from me for a few years is buying the transmission. I'm going to keep and use some of the interior parts. Not a ton, because from the end of the rear door back is different from crew cab, so most of that stuff won't work. But some parts I am going to use, sit aside for this truck, for my Duramax swap project. Mostly though, this thing it's just getting parted out to help fund the project. So get it torn down. The parts that are no good, this fender on this side is junk. The doors are actually pretty good. I might use the passenger door on my project. The driver's door has some rust in the bottom. Not clean enough for what I'm doing, but definitely clean enough for somebody else who needs a new door. A few other odds and ends. Nice, it's got a really clean hood on it. Unfortunately, it's not an HD hood, so probably won't use that. The core support, I believe I'm going to be using. Core support out of my Duramax donor truck it's in pretty rough shape, so I'll be taking some pieces off the core support from this to use for mine, and probably some other odds and ends. So and get it torn down and set aside. As you saw, I've got the engine and transmission bolted into the Duramax project. Those HD motor mounts lined up really well. Transmission mount, obviously, is just a stock transmission mount. It fit really nicely. I've got my fuel lines all connected. I've got my four-wheel drive harness connected the way it should be. And it's kind of as far as I can get on this thing for now, until I can start getting exhaust put onto it, drive shafts, and then body parts. So, pick it up soon.